In undergraduate research, there is a tension between allowing students to ask their own research questions and inviting students to extend a faculty member's research project. But it doesn't have to be a tension. Many faculty will begin or introduce students to undergraduate research by inviting them to participate in their own research project, in the faculty's research project, and it's a way for skill building. So they might take a small slice of the faculty member's project and learn some of the research strategies that they need for research in their discipline. Then when they're ready, they can ask their own question. Sometimes it is related to their faculty member's question. Sometimes it is a unique project. So both of those models have great potential for the students and for the faculty. And while we often think about them in tension, they really don't have to be. I think that faculty who want to mentor research should think about how they can make room for both of those types of undergraduate research within their professional lives.
Usually ownership, in my experiences, develop as the more serious we take it as faculty, the more serious a student's going to take it. As we start showing them the successes that they're having, the small successes that they're having with what research is and what it looks like, and then what it could become, usually students will take ownership of it because they get excited about it. They see that some of the questions that they were looking at or examining, other people have looked at it and examined it. They're discovering that other people are just as curious as they are about a particular topic, and that usually generates some interest, which then translates into generating some ownership. But then the biggest part of, at least where I've seen them take ownership of the project, is when you talk to them about this. This is their project. I'm here to facilitate, to mentor, to help, but this is really going to be something that you're going to be able to showcase. That's when you really see ownership take over.
When I work with the students, and very, very from the get-go almost, I want them to approach it as their own project, because it really is. Oftentimes it takes a good semester for the student to not be trying to seek my approval, if you will, on their artistic project. Early on, I tell them it's not important to me that you like my feedback. That's not the most important thing here. The most important thing is that you're actually going through the choreographic process, you're going through the creative process, and this is your project. This is your product, if you will, your artistic product. And I think having students have that ownership is crucial. Otherwise, it's not a fruitful collaboration. I don't think they're getting the most out of it. And certainly for me, I'm not interested in working with students to create mini-me's, if you will. I'm not interested in that. What I'm interested in is having the students create really works of art that stand on its own. And I want them to move forward into the discipline and into the dance field. And I want them to contribute to the canon of the dance field.